السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله، الحمد لله، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome back. We are in 400 questions in Nahwu, and Alhamdulillah, we have finished half of the questions. So we're left with the remaining half, inshallah. This is istithna. We are learning about exceptions. And this is a little tricky, maybe, because when it be mansoob, when it be madfu. But inshallah, we'll try to simplify it. ما المقصود بالمستثنى? What is intended? What is meant by مستثنى? هو اسم هو اسم يذكر بعد إلا أو إحدى أخواتها. It is a noun which is mentioned after إلا. So anything which comes after إلا is called مستثنى. مخالفا في الحكم, and it is different in the ruling. لما قبلها نفيا وإثباتا, in negation or in positive. Right? Like all students came except Hamid. So what is Hamid called? The word Hamid he's called the mustathna, the exception. فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون. So all of the angels, they prostrated. إلا إبليس, except Iblis. Except Iblis. فلفظ إبليس مستثنى منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة. So love Iblis, the word Iblis is mustathna mansub. It is mansub and its sign is al-fatha. Correct? So when we'll get a fatha, when we'll get dhamma, he'll explain inshallah. Ma ajza usloob al-istithna. But first, how do you express exception? Al-usloob, the way, the expression. Al-istithna'i thalathatu ajza. There are three parts. There's al-mustathna minhu ma qabla al-adati, the bigger thing, mustathna minhu. Like the students came except Hamid, the students are called mustathna minhu. And mustathna is the exception itself, and adatul istithna is the word you're using for exception, like illa, ghayru, and so on. ما أنواع أدوات الاستثناء? What are the types of them? أدوات الاستثناء ثلاثة أنواع. The instruments of exception are three types. حروف وهي إلا. So إلا is just one harf, a particle. أسماء وهي غير والسباء. And nouns, they are غير and سباء. And أفعال خلا عداء حاشا are verbs. So you can say exception or show exception through these particles or nouns or verbs. ما أقسام المستثنى? What are the types of مستثنى? المستثنى نوعان. Right now, we'll go into the types because in Arabic, you can accept from anything actually. Like the men came except the donkey. You'll be like, what? Although in English, it's not allowed, but it's allowed in Arabic. Like it can be a total different type also. Yeah. So, like the angels prostrated except Iblis. But Iblis is not from the angels, huh? Yeah, but he, munqata, that is different type totally. One is muttasil. وهو ما كان فيه المستثنى من جنس المستثنى منه. This is متصل. Remember these words because there are other types in this again. So متصل means same type. اتصال means connection. There's a connection. Men, humans, like that. Right? Uh, so they're called متصل. متصل. نحو أكرمت الضيوف إلا ضيفا. I honored the guest except one guest. Okay. Guess, no? Same thing. It's called muttasil, connected. Munqati, cut off. Different type. Munqati. وهو ما لم يكون المستثنى من جنس المستثنى منه. It is something which is of different type. Like I said, the man came except the donkey. Right? Donkey is not man. Like جاء القوم إلا كلبهم. The people came, but except the dog. Like people and dog, they're separate, no? So this is called munqati. All right. ما صور جملة الاستثناء? What are the forms of the sentences of استثناء؟ لجملة الاستثناء or sentence singular. ثلاث صور, the three forms of it. الاستثناء التام الموجب or موجب. Right? وفيه, tam means complete and موجب means positive. There's no negation in it. So you have to see three things here. That's why it makes it this thing. Munqati is rare anyways. So even if you don't see that, you have to see two things. Is it positive? Is it mujib or mujab? Or is it complete? Right? Because in Arabic, you can say without completion also. No one came except Hamid. Only negative sentences. Um, so it should be tam and mujib أو موجب وفيه يذكر المستثنى منه ويتم المعنى قبل أداة الاستثناء وفيه يجب النصب للمستثنى. So what happens? Mustathna minhu is mentioned. What is mustathna? The bigger group is mentioned. Ja'at tullabu illa hamidan. And before illa, the meaning is complete. Like if you remove illa hamidan also, if you just say ja'at tullabu, the meaning is complete. Correct? So it's tam. And mustasna minhu is mentioned in that. And it's positive also. It has to be positive because we'll learn later on, because you cannot delete the mustasna minhu and for a positive sentence. So, yeah. So, one small rule is if it is a positive mujab sentence, yeah, musbat is also same thing. Make it mansub. It is wajib. That's how I remember it, right? If it is positive, it should be, mansub. Inshallah, please go and refer Madina book 3. Last lessons we talked about this. We had lesson 34, 33. Last, second last or third last lesson. قرأت الكتب إلا كتابا. I read the books except a book. Right? Make it mansub. Fine. الاستثناء التام المنفي. Now this is complete. That means mustathna minhu is mentioned as well as is negative. So وفيه يذكر المستثنى منه مسبوقا بنفي أو استفهام أو نهي. But there's negation, there's a question or the prohibition. وفيه يجوز. So you have an option here. Mustathna minhu is mentioned and it's not a positive sentence, affirmative sentence. So you have an option. يجوز نصب المستثنى أو إعرابه بدلا من المستثنى منه. You can make it mansub, right? Easily. Or you can use as a badal. Badal. Like ma hadarat tullabu. The students did not come. So tullabu is a dhamma, no? Illa taliban. You can make it mansub. Aw taliban. So if it is a negative sentence, you have to see one thing. Is the mustathna minhu mentioned in it? If it is mentioned, then you can do both, whatever you want. Right? Mansub or marfu or badal. That means badal. Now we have istisna mufarraq, which is naqis, incomplete. And this in English sounds weird. No one came. We have to say one, no? So none came except Hamid. Or no came except Hamid. Ma ja'a illa Hamidun. I mean, there's no one here, but, no came except Hamid. I mean, in English it sounds weird, but you have to say one or anyone. وهو ما حذف فيه المستثنى منه. Mustathna minhu is deleted. The bigger group is deleted. أي أن المعنى لم يكتمل قبل أداة الاستثناء. So the meaning is not complete. ما جاء. Is it complete? He did not come. No, but who did not come? What is happening? We don't know. ويعرب المستثنى حسب موقعه في الجملة. The إعراب will be according to the deleted word position. If it's file, and so on. ما حضر. So حضر needs a file, no? No one came except a student. طالب. No, طالب is the file of حضر. ما رأيت إلا طالبا. I did not see anyone except a student. So if you think about it, mufarragh, istisna mufarragh means empty, right? Naqis, incomplete. It's not actually an exception. It's just emphasis. Because I saw only one student, instead of saying that, you're saying, I did not see anyone except one student. Right? So, وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ. So it's not truly an exception kind of. It's just that Muhammad Sallallahu is nothing but a messenger. فكلمة رسول خبر وما محمد إلا مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة ظاهرة. This is the khabar of the mubtada. And Muhammad is not what? Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Rasul. ما حكم. So this is illah. So anytime you give, so basically if you want to summarize it, if it is a positive sentence, you will make it mansub wajiban. Okay. If it is negative and you'll see now. Mustathna minhu is mentioned or mustathna minhu is not mentioned. If it is mentioned, you have a choice. If it is not mentioned, obviously you have to make it, if it's object like ma ra'itu illa hamidan, you need an object. I did not see whom? Hamid. Right? The meaning is incomplete anyways. Okay. That's what you'll do. And if it's for different type also, you'll make it mansub anyways. Like Ja'al qawmu illa kalbahum. So munqati also you will, and this is rare anyways, even if you don't remember muttasil munqati. What's important is positive, negative. And then you have to see, first you have to see if it is positive or negative. Then you have to see is it tam or naqis or mufarraq is the same thing, naqis or mufarraq. How do you do غير سوى and ما بعدهما؟ غير سوى تأخذان إعراب الاسم الواقع بعد إلا. So the same rules will apply if إلا like غير أو غير إلا في جميع حالتي فيجب النصب في الكلام التام الموجب. So mansub is compulsory in positive sentences which are complete. Remember, in how about you might be asking, okay, it's a positive sentence and then it's naqis, mufarraq. No, that's not allowed. All right. That's why I'm saying the major important thing is because mujab and naqis are not allowed at all. I mean, they don't tell that, but after teaching so many days, so many times, I've come to this conclusion that it's not allowed at all. You cannot have a positive sentence without mustathna minhu. I cannot say, for example, قرأت الكتب إلا كتابا. I cannot say قرأت إلا كتابا. That's not allowed. Hmm? Or you have to say ma qara'u, did not read except a book. I have to mention this. For positive sentences, you cannot delete the mustathna minhu. Naam? So positive sentences, mansub, blindly you can put mansub. It's always mansub. Negative, you have to see. If mustathna minhu is mentioned, choice. If it's not mentioned, then whatever requires. نحو حضر القوم. So غير محمد, it should be غير. ويجوز النصب أو البدل في الكلام التام المنفي. And when if it's negative, you can have a choice. ما حضر القوم غير محمد أو غير محمد. We can do both. وتعرب حسب موقعها في الاستثناء المفرغ. And if it's empty, according to ما حضر غير محمد. No one came except Muhammad. أما الاسم الواقع بعدها يعرب مضاف إليه. So this is about غير. Will it be غير or غير or غير again? So that according to whatever illa's words which come after illa, no, same thing will happen. How about the word which comes after it? It'll be mudaf ilayhi. غير يعرب مضاف إليه مجورا. It'll be مجور. غير محمد غير الله. ما أحكام إعراب خلا عدا حاشا وما بعدها؟ خلا عدا, these are verbs, no? تعرب أفعالا ماضية. They are أفعال ماضي. إن سبقتها ما المصدرية. ما المصدرية if it precedes it. والاسم الواقع بعدها يعرب مفعولا به منصوبا. This is also you'll make it منصوب. Like حضر الطلاب ما عدا طالبا. You'll have ما with it. ما حضر الطالب. ما مصدرية. We use with verbs, no? ما. Like, that means you can delete all of this and bring a verb, a noun like غيره or something. ما مصدرية عدا في الماضي. ما is مصدرية عن عدا في الماضي مبني على الفتح المقدر. طالبا مفعول به منصوب. ملحوظة, there's a note. الجملة الفعلية تعرب في محل النصب حال. So this ما عدا ما خلا, he says it will be treated as حال. أما إذا لم سبق يسبق, so تسبق هذه الكلمات بما يجوز أن تعرب أفعالا ماضية. You can make it أو عرب يعرب أن تعرب أفعالا ماضية. You can make it ماضي verbs. ماضي verbs. Correct. وما بعدها مفعولا به and whatever مفعول. يجوز أن تعرب حذفا أو تعرب حذفا للجر. You can make it حرف جر also. وما بعدها اسما مجرور. Like he says حضر الطلاب عدا طالبا. So you're not using ما عدا. If you're using this, will become مفعول به. حضر الطلاب عدا طالب اسم مجرور. You can make it مجرور also, he's saying. Okay. How? You can make a harf jar. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is for what? All of them. Khala, hasha. رب هاشم من عدا في عنا لا حتى إله. So these ones عدا خلا حاجة are حروف الجر also. Hmm? They can become حروف الجر also. Okay, okay. ما العامل في المستثنى؟ العامل في المستثنى وأدوات الاستثناء. The agent المستثنى they are the أدوات الاستثناء. وإلا how are they becoming منصوب and all that؟ غير سوى حاشا ما what is ما عدا ما خلا ما حاشا. هل توجد أدوات استثناء أخرى؟ Is there anything else? Yes. نعم قد تأتي بعض الألفاظ كأدوات استثناء. Some words can come like بيدا ليس لا يكون. This can also be used as استثناء exception. لا يكون حامدا. So the same rulings will apply. ليس حامدا بيدا حامدا. جاء الطلاب ليس حامدا. أسلوب لا سيما إن شاء الله we will do it in our next class. لا سيما is particularly. لا سيما. And then أفعال الناسخة لا نافية الجنس. So many questions. Okay. Right. جزاك الله خيرا بارك الله فيك سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.